everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup should be interesting. The Cowboys are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Falcons defense that wants to get off the field. All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey's got it teed up, and here we go now from Arlington at AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down following the run. In motion, Gronkowski. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Gronk, the tight end, in motion.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 1st down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back to the running game, it's Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 2nd down, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kamale Correa. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good gain. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. We've got a 3rd and 11. play fake. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Prescott on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Blunt. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Blunt. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
In motion right is Jones. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. 1:30 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Give him 9 on the play. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And the slot man goes in motion left. After the interception, here's Ryan. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aldon Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start on the ground here with Blunt, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. And you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On second down, Prescott again. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a carry for Blunt. And an alley to run. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down throw for Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down following the incompletion. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Shift together here from the D-line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long. It's Ryan. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Prescott now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Freeman again. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And the wideout in motion.
Get up! 21.
Play action. Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. Finds a seam inside the 40. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. LeGarrette Blunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The play clock's running down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Ryan looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Ryan. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. In motion, Gronkowski. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Second down following the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Coleman now. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Ryan now off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now here come the Cowboys. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Prescott now. Screen pass to Blunt. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And here now come the Falcons. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Coleman, and an alley to run. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Falcons on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.